on Fortnite, Apex, and all that. Make sure to squad stream it so you can check that out.
Right.
So we got Crom and Ness. Going to be very interesting. I think you're going to be seeing a whole lot of Corona play point, try and hold down the lead while Ness plays that support role. Because even though Corona can get kills easy, you want to serve it up to Ness so he doesn't have to deal with the stress of getting boxed in the center stage and always having that backdoor online to get the kill.
Right, and looking over at PA's team, we were talking about this right before stream started, how I wasn't quite sure who Enzo exactly was going to play because he has been playing more of the Joker recently in singles, but going to go with Pokemon Trader. And fun fact, this is BONK's doubles character, Kirby, a character that we rarely see just because of tier lists. But I'm a firm believer, Ajax, in not that tiers don't matter, but just a lot of characters are unexplored in this game, and I feel like Kirby's one of them.
Well, one, luckily, is Corona exploring the entire, scenery of this stage because he was escorted immediately off the side there by Enzo. And he's continuing to put that pressure on Tokyo, who's been trying to fight his way back in. Switching over to Charizard. Should be a hard punish. There we go. And talking on Kirby, like you said before, in doubles, Kirby's somehow still alive there, even when we were at sub 100. I always get scared anytime you see Kirby. Almost taking away the knockback on that up with that up B as well. But Kirby, one of those characters, as well as many other characters in doubles, you can see it succeed because doubles takes away that bad factor of those tier lists you were saying before.
Right, for sure. And I mean, it's really strong start coming out from Red Team. I mean, we saw how strong Enzo is at really the 1v1, but doubles is more about the 1v1. Some of the most successful doubles teams in the world a lot of times may not have the best two players in the room.
Yeah,
I mean, look at Melee, like Armada Android. Android's a wonderful player, but he's certainly not top 10 like his brother is.
Yeah, but it's always about serving it up to your teammate. You saw how they were able to set up that dash attack into that up air before to be able to get that kill. And right now, you got BONK trying to go and separate the two, and as soon as he got away, going right into the corner to try and help Enzo. But Enzo accidentally hitting his teammate. You want to make sure that you're staying as synergized as possible to not put on too much friendly fire. You're going to have trouble. Right,
and really good doubles play, Ajax, is really deciding when to kind of like drop your combo on one player and help your teammate out. And that's going to be really, really key here. So far, I feel like a lot of them are just playing the singles 1v1s, and they're doing it well, but it's not really good teams play.
Yeah, risk management is so important because you got to capitalize on where it's available right there, catching the jump coming in, trying to stall it out with the air dodge, but that down air, such a big hitbox, going to close that out. Corona and Tokyo both down to the last stocks, but so is the red team. Very dead even game right now.
Right. And I feel like a lot of this game is just, Enzo has been hitting BONK, but that's just because BONK is just in the way. Like Ivysaur's Nair, Ivysaur's Fair, it just kind of scoops people up and just takes them with them. Ooh, BONK, he needs this edge guard right here. But Enzo doing a great job. Like I said, these 1v1s from Enzo are just really kind of holding off the team here.
Yeah, sometimes you got to know where it's working. And Enzo has been able to deal with Corona the entire set. And because of the fact that Tokyo, who's been playing the support role, hasn't been able to keep him alive, and he has no jump. He has to commit. You could just go for the dare, but instead he's going to let him on. But the coverage, covering both neutral get up, jump with that down air, and the up smash trying to cover the roll, even with that big air dodge, not enough, able to get that stock.
Right, for sure. Great game one from both teams, I think. I think here we need to start making the adjustments and start playing more like teams.
I think I agree with that actually because that first round one, there was a lot of friendly fire. There was a lot of mishaps that were happening. But even so, the red team was still able to capitalize on that. But the blue team, I think they were a little bit too passive for their own good. Right. They saw the big bodies coming in when the Charizard was there, but particularly the Ivysaur, they just couldn't take care of it. So I think a double up maybe, forcing BONK off stage, go for the 2v1s, and try and deal with the problem that was Enzo that match.
Right, I totally agree. I think they should just kind of like ignore BONK because he is Kirby and just go for Enzo. I mean, Enzo, how many 1v1s like did Enzo do that were just successful?
Yeah.
I mean, now I think they're just going to try and bully BONK here.
Oh, I like that wall they put up right at the side there. And look how much damage they were able to put on the red team just for the sake of approaching. Right. They put out those PK fires, covered the ground with those jabs. And because of that, the red team holding forward so much, they're taking a lot of damage here, but finally getting themselves in the corner to get some stage positioning.
Right. Enzo showing signs of a team's player there. He went to go help BONK. He got sent off a little bit. Doing a little bit more this time.
Yeah, there's one of those miscues we were talking about before. Because of the fact that he got him with the down air, there wasn't too much he could have done other than try and fade in and maybe take a small punish from Ness. But Corona saw it, moved up close, and able to punish him with an F smash. So red team taking away their own stocks there.
I just feel like the handoffs between blue team are just so not there. Like, you want them to be there. It's like, and you hate to see it.
Yeah, you know, that was actually a forced situation that happened too. Because the flamethrower was happening, it forced Tokyo back. Right. So even though he was trying to avoid the up B coming in, oh, get out of there, please, thank you. But because of how long that took, Enzo was able to come in and punish because Tokyo was right in the way. Right. So that was good capitalization from Enzo there.
Enzo off stage. Tokyo kind of plays, you're right, he really does play kind of this passive role where he's just kind of like, he's really the hitbox thrower, right? Yep. Like, he's just kind of like throwing out hitboxes, allowing Corona to just come in with 2 F smashes and really pull this in the lead of
And
blue
that's
team.
that support role we were talking about before. Even though there's been quite a few miscues, they have gotten a good adjustment here in game 2. They realized, let's put the projectile out there, force them to get stuck in things like PK Fire, and then Corona could just set up for those easy hitboxes with that heavy hit from Prom.
Right. See, here we go with that 1v1 again. Oh, there you go. Corona turned around. He was ready to hit BONK.
Yeah,
showing signs of life.
Yeah, very good point noticing there, because even though Corona was forcing the initiative on Enzo on the side, he realized Tokyo was getting crowded by BONK. As soon as he saw that, got away and went and covered him. Right. And a good early high up B recovery there was kind of risky, but because he did, he was able to let Enzo almost make it back. But Enzo losing. There's the back air, not just yet, but
Kirby is heavy. I see the YouTube videos now. Kirby is heavy, question mark?
I need to get the ability to just do what Kirby does, eat as much as I feel like, and just still remain the same size.
Oh, there we go. Oh, I can't believe that didn't kill. 121?
Yeah, same thing. It was a good DI, but you can't DI that. There's not much you could have done there. F-tilt's so strong. I've always pointed out that somebody somewhere got paid to approve that F-tilt, and I need their job. But, you know, that was a great adjustment coming into game number 2 there after what was a rocky start, and hopefully the red team doesn't let that get to them too much. And we'll see how they make the adjustments going into game 3.
I mean, listen, Tri-State, we're all friends. It depends. It doesn't really matter what part of Tri-State you are from, especially Jersey and Philly. They have a lot of the same kind of like attitude dynamics, so they're really just having a good time over here. I feel bad for BONK and Enzo because they did just get here and they were just like, all right, you're here, time to go play the game. But
I mean,
it's close. It's a close set.
All right, look. It's 6 o'clock. There was a whole other 6 hours plus like a 4-hour window before that.
Listen,
this morning
people got
for people to drive.
People got school though.
You know,
listen,
like,
I know
look,
Enzo and Juice, they came from school.
Look.
So they're putting their priorities straight. Make sure you guys go to school and then go to your tournaments.
Go to school, kids, and then skip school and go to tournaments. All right, we go into the game. We go into game number 3. No, absolutely take care of your priorities first. But like you said, they got right into it. Game 1 wasn't too bad, but even so, there was still a lot of miscues.
Right.
I even think that in game 2 with blue team, there was still a lot of hiccups. But here's the team concept you pointed out at the very beginning. The BONK Meta Knight and Enzo going with Joker. I like this idea. I don't know how much I feel about the Pokemon trainer switch because I think that trainer was working very well.
Right.
I think not the Greninja, my goodness, the Meta Knight switch off of Kirby.
Same thing,
was a good
right?
idea. Yeah, both of them dash attack into everything. It's the same thing.
But we're gonna see BONK take point as usual. I kind of like their team dynamic. Meta Knight is really a character that if you don't know what to do, you're gonna get hit by a lot of things.
Yeah, even with the neutral being very simple with down tilts, retreating F smashes, and dash attacks, you have those dash cancel things such as like he did with that rapid jab, which set up perfectly for Enzo to be able to capitalize on. But we're seeing the same thing as what happened last game. Blue team holding their ground, letting red team come at them.
Right. I mean, for sure, but I really think red team kind of has this in control right now. I see it's just more about comfort this game. I mean, really, look at BONK just kind of letting Enzo do his thing with Arsene.
Yeah, I agree with that too. Oh, just barely missing the setup.
They practiced that.
Yeah,
they definitely practiced
that. That would have been beautiful if he was able to get it on top too. And great capitalization. Like, not too many people can deal with that down smash, but because BONK knew that he had the teleport, able to get through and punish Enzo for it. And getting the roll read as well. Good option coverage here. That's another stock.
Good by Enzo there to just grab Corona and take him out. BONK didn't get the edge guard there, but it was good teams play. Like I said, teams is all about good teams play. Yep.
Yeah, the main thing is just being able to cover your teammate, making sure that they are more successful because of the strength that you provide for them. Right. It's not always about you. It doesn't matter who has the stock count at the end. It's all about the W at the end of the day.
For sure. Both red team members off stage. Blue team really comfortable right now.
Yeah,
Good by BONK there. Rolled back just so he made sure that Enzo got the landing.
And that was actually great mental awareness from BONK too, because he was getting hit by Tokyo, and Corona saw that he was coming in after he separated Enzo, so he was trying to cover that that team coverage, but BONK saw through that, and he was able to avoid it and still hold on to some good stage positioning.
Speaking of holding on, Enzo still holding on to his first stock here, 138 with the Joker.
Yeah, and I think this is his second Arsene that he's had available too. So when you maximize more than one Arsene, oh no, he thought he was...
You hate to see it.
Yeah, he thought that he was still in the fair, but yeah, your best teammate, your best friend came in and done beat you up. So unfortunately for him, they are down to the last 3 stocks versus 5.
Right.
4, excuse me.
It's so refreshing to see A team kind of like, or red team switch to their kind of like A tier characters here, because you can tell just how much more comfortable they are playing teams like this. Oh!
And that's a mishap that's going to cost you because of the fact that he got the unsackable.
And he was low percent too.
Yeah, and if they could get in early stock on maybe Mennonite or onto Enzo even, who they've really been trying to focus a lot of 2v1s on, this isn't out of it just yet.
Arsene is out once again. Ooh, okay. That was going to be big damage.
And oh my god, great punish for that up B out of shield right there. Meanwhile, BONK is having trouble trying to deal with Tokyo, but then they trade off. I'm actually very interested in that idea there, considering Tokyo was keeping BONK in the corner.
Corona kind of focusing on the 1v1. I feel like it's just that Enzo's a better player than Tokyo. It's just kind of catching him in these combos, and Corona really has to make sure that he's really watching him.
I think a big part of it does help the mix-up game, because when you're seeing the same, oh no, Corona ended up air dodging, anticipating some kind of hit, and that is going to force a bad situation. And that's his jump too. Yeah, even with the PK Thunder 2, I don't think that there was enough range for him to recover there. So red team going to clean it up, going to their tried and trues, like you pointed out before.
Right. I mean, it was a good set. It was a good way to start off. I mean, we got a lot of good points about doubles out there. I mean, this is going to be what we see, especially when those static teams start coming up.
That was only round number 1. We saw...
That's quarters, though.